of the many things you're not told as a student moving to the UK is the issue of loneliness, mental health related issues, and all of those. In this video, I'll be giving you a life update, school related, health wise, and all of those good stuff while I prepare these meals. Okay, sit back and let's get right into this video.
Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, you are welcome. My name is Frances. I make beauty, lifestyle, and a lot of other videos that you would definitely be interested in. So please do consider subscribing by hitting the red subscribe button and also the notification bell just beside the subscribe button so that you can get notified whenever I post a new video. And also do not forget to leave your comments in the comment sections and share this video to those who you know would need it. Let's go into this video proper, starting with school. I would say school life might be easy if you did not have to struggle for accommodation or look for accommodation. Now, when you come, just ensure that your accommodation is settled before you move into the UK or before you come to the UK, unless you have somewhere you could stay while you search for accommodation. Student accommodation is not that difficult, but then it's the prices that you have to pay, and if you're new in the UK, it might be really difficult because of the price difference, and if you're converting it to your country, it's something else. Now, that's for accommodation. Then when you enter proper and you start school, it's a whole different ball game altogether. For me, the first thing that happened was that I could barely understand the lecturer at the first lecture. It was as though the person was speaking Greek. It's like I was just hearing a different thing. And then the lecturer was fast, and I was like, slow down. But then with time, I just saw myself understanding the whole thing. It was just a first impression thing. When I started school proper, everything was seemingly sweet, like normal, until I just realized that I will cook and I will come back and meet the food. Like, it was strange to me because back at home, when I cook, before I get back, my younger sisters will just devour the whole thing. And then I'll buy stuff and I'll meet it. If I don't eat it, it is going to be there or spoiled. I just began to feel so lonely. Loneliness was just creeping in small, like very gradually. And then I tried finding at least someone that is my color, that is my friend, or rather that I could make a friend. It was really difficult. Then I met my friends. That was when I met one of my friends. And it didn't really seem like it because the person was an undergrad and it really didn't seem like it. So I just called once and all. But I was looking for someone that was a postgrad that will understand where I'm coming from, you understand, that kind of thing. So when I found, and it didn't really stay long, and everything was just not giving. Everything just went bad and all. I became very, very lonely. Very, very lonely. Then I went back to the whole friendship thing, trying to find people that shared the same values with me, that shared the same experience, or rather that is interested in being friends, because it's one thing to have people around you, it's another thing for them to be interested in being your friends. The whole loneliness was something else, but then when I found people that were interested in being my friends, it was so fun. I had a lot of them. Like, God sent me good friends, to be very honest with you. God sent me good friends. And if you've been following my vlogs, you would notice, or rather you would have seen them, because you can't hide a shining light under a bench or under the bed. You have to take it off. God sent me good friends, and yes, that part was really, really important to me. The next thing was job search. So for full-time, I did not know that I was supposed to start searching for a full-time job from the get-go. I really didn't know about it. And when you get your BRP, you have to apply for an NI number before you'll be able to work for part-time jobs. So those two jobs, I did not know that I was supposed to start immediately. I was still chilling, trying to survey the environment, try to understand my environment and all, while time was going. So people around me, before I even met them, they had gotten part-time jobs. So when I met them, I started relating my struggle of how I was searching for part-time jobs, and it was difficult. And then they now told me about Indeed and how I could search and how I could remind the employers when I've applied and I've not heard from them and all of those before I got a job. But then it took a while. Like, I came in October and I got a job in April. That period in between, it was difficult, and I was having close to depression vibes. Like, it was really, really difficult. I was sad. I'll be like, on Saturdays, I'm just at home. I'll be like, I could have been working and I would have been earning. All my friends have gone to work and then I will be just in doing what? And at the beginning of school, it's not that hectic. Do you get? It's not that hectic. It's towards the middle and the end that it's really hectic. So I'll be sad. I'll be like, what am I doing in my life? Like, I can't even find a job. That's for part-time. Then I started searching for full-time. And when I started searching for full-time job, it was a full-time job on its own. Guys, every time I open my email, every morning I would see, we are sorry. Unfortunately, thank you for your application, but we decided to choose someone else, or we decided to go with someone with a higher qualification. All of those things are bad news and it was very frustrating to hear. Oh my goodness. At some point, I didn't even want to even open my email. I was so scared. Even when I saw congratulations, it sounded weird. I had to read it again. To be sure that it was not congratulations for applying, but we have chosen someone. You understand that kind of thing? I was already too used to the disappointment mentality that I just didn't want to open my emails again. And then when you get a congratulations, sometimes they will now ask you for driver's license. And I'll be like, am I going to do delivery girl in this job? Do you get? So there was a need. So I needed to do the whole driver's license thing. So these are the things that you need to do when you start. Just start the whole thing. It's not as if it's cheap though, but just anyone you can start to get the ball rolling. Just start it. So there was this job I remember that I had passed everything. They just said, okay, before you start and all, just you would need to see your driver's license, your certificate and all of that. Driver's license. And I had one from Nigeria. I sent it to them and they were like, we're sorry, we can't accept this because the minimum entry requirement is that we need a UK driving license. I was like, hey, where will I manufacture this thing from? It was bad and it pained me that I had to let the job go. It pained me a lot. The search for full-time job, as I said before, is a full-time job on its own. And then I experienced those bad news. I tried to relate it with my friends and they understood because we're facing it too. So we could relate on this level. We could talk about it. We could cry about it and then or go out to chill. We could go for career fairs together, speak to employers together. Do you understand that kind of thing? If you don't have friends, I really don't know how it's going to be. I don't know. I can't say. And then there was this friend I had that during the holidays, I was back in Lancaster. So we just go out, we'll just talk about life. Or at some point I'll be like, I'm sad because I haven't even gotten a job, I haven't even gotten this, gotten that. My friend will be like, calm down, just take life easy. It's not that easy and all. This friend talked and I was really feeling okay. But then all of a sudden, guys, I lost this friend. Guys, it wasn't good news for me. So what happened was this. My friend went for internship in another city, so it was like, was gonna call, we're gonna see another time and all, and I was like, okay, fine, cool. So there was this day, I got a message from someone that is a mutual friend, and I was like, we've been trying to call him, he's not picking. I was like, maybe he went out or something. So the whole thing, they were trying. They had to break into his house, and they saw that he passed from his sleep. Before we even found out, I was praying, hoping, crying and begging God. I hope it is just something else. Hope it is not that. And then when it just became that, guys, it was bad. I just became numb when I heard the news. I became numb. Something I was shaking and hoping for. I just became numb. I didn't even know how to feel. I remember that day I just went to church. They were doing a cleaning something and I had not eaten from morning to evening. From there, I just carried myself like that. I don't know where I got energy from to go and clean the church, mop, do everything. I was just doing it. I was just trying to be in denial of the whole thing because I don't know what I had in my mind. I didn't want to acknowledge it and all. But then after a while of being in denial, I decided to just let it out and talk to God. I was angry with God. I was disappointed. I don't know why, but I was. And then I let out the whole crying thing. My heart was heavy. I cried out my heart and it was just a very sad experience. I was just thinking, what is the worth of life if after all this our suffering we just die and go? Those kind of thoughts. I was really, really sad. But after a while, I just prayed and I was just praying and just trying to get myself because it wasn't a very good experience. And in all these things, I tried to relate it with my family and those really close to me so that my whole thoughts doesn't get into depression mode. I just wanted to talk with someone and feel better. but it took a while, but I got better. Then the next thing was that I felt really sick, really sick, and I was like, what is this? I hadn't fallen sick since I came. So I came in October, so I hadn't fallen sick from September to say June, July beginning. The next thing, I felt really sick. Oh my goodness, I couldn't believe it, because my body did not even know how to react to sickness. My body was just there. So when I felt sick, I did not know what to do. I had to start calling my friends that had been in the UK, and I was surprised because I had not fallen sick for a long time, and then this was summer and I did not fall sick during winter that was really cold. So what's up? Do you understand that kind of thought? But then I tried to interact with people that would help me out find the right drugs, because I couldn't even go to the GP. Do you get? I couldn't go to the GP. So I had to just do things that could help me. Then I got things over the counter, drugs over the counter. And then I had cold. My voice had changed. I had to do the, what do you call this thing? I can't remember the exact name, but that thing where you put hot water in a bowl and then you put balm and then you just dip your head. I think it's steaming method. I had to do that for a long time so that I could clear my chest, clear my throat, and speak well and reduce the cough, the sore throat, and every of those. It was bad, but then I thank God I got better. Because I remember the times I couldn't sleep. I was literally struggling for my life. And the next thing was, because in my university, you can either choose to do dissertation as a group or as a single person, but it's usually on default mode as a group. But then if you want to do it as a single person, you would then do it as a single person. So I did not know that I could do it as a single person. So when we started the whole dissertation thing, it was really hectic because you're working with different people. You understand? You're working with different people. It was really hectic. We would have to align, make sure we agree. I thank God though, my people were really nice, and I had worked with worse. So these people, it wasn't that bad. It was okay. That was during dissertation proper. And then my system decided to go bad. I was so mad. I was like, why now? Like, why now? I'm in the middle of the project. But what I was grateful for was because we're working as a team, it wasn't just in one person's possession. We had this Microsoft Teams group where we posted all our documents. So when my system went bad, it wasn't really a problem. It was a problem for me, but it wasn't a problem for the group, because my CVs and all of those things I used in applying for full-time jobs were there. But then it wasn't a problem for the group because I had everything. I had posted everything that I needed to post in the group Microsoft Teams. My friend came through, like, see, guys, I would say that God blessed me with really good friends during my master's program. My friends came through. She gave me one of her computers. She had two, and I used it towards the end. Like, towards the end of my period, I used it throughout till the end. Another of my friend dashed me £100 to go and repair my computer. I'm like, are you kidding me? Like, when I just thought about those things, I was like, no, God bless me with really good people. I now learned that I needed to store in my documents, my files on either Google Docs, or just something in the clouds, and not just only in the system and all. So that was it for that, and I thank God that part of that phase of my life just went smoothly. The next thing that happened was that I fell ill again, and I'm like, what is this? Do you understand that kind of thing? Like, I thought I just treated this stuff, but it wasn't really sickness. It was just I was having severe headaches. And then I was having some body pains, weird body pains. And then when I went to the GP, they were now like, you're not really sick. It's just stress. Like, what are you thinking of? I said, oh, it is this dissertation. It will not pass it. It's definitely this dissertation. They were like, just give it time and come back. I said, I'm not coming back, because if it is this dissertation, it's going to pass soon. And when I'm done, I'm not coming back here. So they were like, okay, that it's just stress. So you understand how stressful it was when you would fall sick and the GP can't even see anything. So I just decided to take some steps to just ease my stress as much as I could at that point. And the video is not really a complaint or a rant. It is just me sharing my experiences with you all, and just giving you a major life update of all that happened, why I've been away from YouTube. You get, everything was not really easy, but I thank God for the experience. Like, I learned during this experience, and if I'm to do this again, no, I would do better. I thank God for everything that I had to pass through. So it's a whole lot coming to study in a strange land, and but in my own case it was different because I had family around. and some people might never have family, they might never have anybody, and I can't even imagine the kind of stress that we go through and all, because I always run to my family, I always run to my friends whenever I needed help. You get? So guys, if you can relate to this video or anything that I have said in this video, please leave it in the comment section. Okay, to any of these discussions and any of those, just leave it in the comment section. Let's talk about it. Okay, and if you have any experiences with your own master's degree or postgrad study that you would like to share, please talk about it and let's discuss in the comment section. Because to be honest, I feel that adulthood and all of these things that you go through is not something you should do alone. I know majorly people think, oh, you figure it out, but I don't think you should just go through life alone. I think you should have companions, people that have shared the same experience with you, to guide you, to help you, and just so that you don't have to go through stress and all alone. Okay, so that when someone reads this comments, watches this video in subsequent times, the person can be able to just relate to one of these and understand that, okay, this thing will pass. It's not something that will break me, it's something that will definitely pass. I've watched this video, I've seen comments of people doing that. Do you understand that kind of thing? Alright guys, just leave your comments in the comment section. Do not forget to give this video a huge thumbs up, and do not forget to like if you have not, and subscribe to this channel. Okay, and you can share this video to those who you know would be in need of it. Okay, and I would also talk about my dissertation experience proper. I'll just talk about it in subsequent videos. I know I've promised you 2 videos now, but trust me, I'm going to do it. I'm just going to do it. Just take my word for it. Okay, thank you so much for watching, thank you so much for tuning in, and I would see you in my next video. Okay, bye guys. Mwah.